What's up, everybody? Welcome to NIBScast episode 53. I'm one of your hosts, Aaron Lamping, joined by the new permanent third chair, Matt Slade.
Yes, I'm glad to be here.
The passing of the torch, Matt Czech.
Here's your torch.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's hot.
It's very hot. It's
And
hot
the
shower.
baby boy returns,
The
Derek
boy.
Ragsdale.
I was here for the first podcast. I remember that.
You were here for like the first.
Like 30.
You were there for the christening
Just
on the
about.
podcast.
The christening.
Yeah.
You broke the bottle over the side
Yeah.
of it.
Over the side of Nick's head.
I've been drinking since about 11 in the morning. I want everybody to know that right now.
I'll take one.
Prior to the podcast. No, this is not good. They have one 6-pack
I'll
left
take
up
3.
there.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
we're
'cause
going to
it
Woodman.
saves
So.
it for you.
Man, you're going all the way up.
We going
We're going to pick that up. So
When are we going to Woodman's?
After the podcast.
Okay.
when this is over,
When this is over.
Oh my. So, I started writing show notes, and I have a couple, but I really don't want to do that. So, like,
Let's just talk.
Let's just open this up, a discussion-based podcast.
dude, I have nothing to discuss with you people.
Me and Derek played a game for a while the other night. We played for like 8 hours straight.
Yeah, Divinity Original Sin, the enhanced edition. Super fun.
It's super fun.
Now, what one's Divinity? I've
Which
heard of
one's
this
that
one
one?
before.
It's like D&D,
Okay.
kind of.
It's there's actually a lot of divinities.
So you got your new
Divinity-
computer.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
I
has
got
a
it,
computer.
finally.
And you've got
It's
your truck
awesome.
fixed.
A truck. He has had a truck for like years.
Car. Yes.
Car?
My car fixed. Yeah, no, I did. It cost like $1,000 though. I haven't driven my truck.
That's
like
true.
a year and a half.
Well,
you
that's
fool.
true. Well, I pulled up behind Derek's car,
Yeah, no, it's
and I was like, "Whose truck is it? Maybe that's my."
Let's talk about Divinity.
Let's talk about trucks. Oh God, what can we say about it?
If we want to talk about trucks, Phil
We can
Wyatt would be
spoil it.
here.
Yeah, why? Yeah.
And we haven't
There's
really
nothing we
gotten
can
far.
spoil. We played
at
8
all.
hours and
We haven't even
I think it's been out for a while, hasn't
it
it?
has been.
Yeah,
I've
it's
played
been
it.
out for a
I've
couple
played it
years.
before.
We
Spoilers for Divinity Original Sin.
for like the first
Really? For the
an
first-
hour. For
It
the first
shouldn't
hour.
have taken us 8
It would
hours
take
to
normal
get this.
people an hour to do what we did. Well, we have to solve this murder.
Yeah,
but
Jake's
we had to
murder.
go to the end of space and time to even start solving the murder. That's part of the story. But
Yeah.
we started talking to this dog because Matt decided he needed to speak to animals.
You have
now,
to get the
which is
speak to animals.
actually amazingly good. But the dog, it was like the dude, the murder's man's. It was his dog, and he had an awesome smell according to this dog. And he had there were some murder suspects, and we had to sneak into their homes and steal Smelly. We got Smelly socks, Smelly coat,
Smelly panties.
Smelly panties, and Smelly shoes.
Bulma's Panties.
It wasn't the panties. It was the. I won't spoil it.
But it was,
But it was
just
one of
really
those four
funny
people.
because that's gonna be our evidence for the who murders. Like, we know you murdered him. How do you know that? Well, see, we went to all your houses and stole a bunch of smelly clothes, and then we handed it to Jake's dog, and he said, "This is the smell."
We also found a companion that he's a thief
Oh,
and
God,
he's
it's
mute.
awesome.
He has to write on a piece of paper, but he stole a quill that doesn't run out of ink.
May or may not be. We found 2 characters that I've never seen in the game, and we have them companions, and they may or may not be D&D characters that me and Derek really want to play.
Yeah, I don't know how being a mute character would be
With-
any sort of good in Dungeons and Dragons.
It's true.
But
It's Josh
still
found a
cool.
way.
Oh,
Shots fired.
dude, if he listens to this, he's gonna slap you.
He's never going to listen to this.
Okay.
There was you can dig up graves, and I was like, the beauty of Divinity is that
Jesus
you guys
Christ,
can
you're an
do-
hour in and you've talked to dogs, you've dug
Oh
up
no, we're
graves.
like
done a
6
lot of-
hours
we're,
in.
We're 6 hours.
Okay.
You're supposed to be like an hour in.
Yeah, we explored. Me and Derek
We put on a play in order to steal a talking head.
So this looks rather Diablo-esque.
It
Yeah,
is top down,
screenshots.
but it's not.
It's
Diablo.
kind of more like Dragon Age Origins on the PC.
It's a
than any-
turn-based game.
Yeah,
It's a lot of fun.
it's super fun.
The newest one's coming out. It's gonna be
I'm
$4.
about to say, it looks legit.
Yeah, we should talk about the newest one. In the newest one,
Oh, I want it.
you can disagree in the first one on things, but you have to do a rock paper scissors in order to find out which one you're gonna do.
Mhm.
In the second game, if you disagree, you literally split the party and go 2 separate ways.
Oh, that's awesome.
You can also murder your other teammates. You have secret quests to like do stuff.
You can get the same. You can talk to the same person, but get different quests. Like one person can be like, "Oh, can you find my dad?" And the other person be like, "This guy is a cult leader. I want you to kill him." So you could be the one that's going to kill the father, but other person in the party could be like, "Yeah, I'm going to find the dad."
Yeah.
And there's also like towns that are racist against like dwarves and stuff. So like if you have someone that's a dwarf, they're gonna have to find a different way to get into the town. Everyone else can get in, but they can't. So they have to find another way.
You have to find.
This
another
sounds awesome.
It's D&D.
You can murder your other teammates.
It's
and this is
D&D,
the
but
part,
with the
like,
computer to make
it's
sure
awesome.
like, you stick with things.
This is the part you gotta be careful though. Like, you can poison a health potion.
Yeah.
And then give it to your friend, and it'll just look like a normal health potion
Yeah,
in the
it's like-
game.
it's
So they'll
like-
drink it and they'll die.
It's like when people in DayZ will be like, "Hey, you got any water?" And they'll have gasoline in their canteen and be like, "Here," and they'll like. It says like, you have a strange taste in your mouth, and like, you start to get sick, and you're like, "Oh, I gotta take vitamins," and then you'll drop
It's
dead.
horrible.
It's just
Trick made that sound so
condensed.
good, and then we
Oh.
played that one, and it was so bad.
Infested survival stories.
Ugh.
Dude, you know that game, World War Z?
Yeah.
War Z? The
Yeah,
War Z.
yeah.
It
The
was
War,
terrible.
the War Z, and then it changed
Now
its
to,
name like 3
Infested
times.
survival stories.
Is that what it's called now?
Yeah, dude, they changed their name 3 times because like.
Is that the
so-
game that needed the Arma 2?
No, that's DayZ.
Oh, that's
No,
That's a good one. This is the one
that's a
that
good one.
we bought it in alpha because all the things look good. And
That's
then
the game you returned, isn't it?
Yeah, I got my money back.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the dude who made it is pretty much the Uwe Boll of video games.
video game.
He made
developers?
big rigs over the road.
Oh, is that
racing.
the car?
The one that
trucking
isn't
like,
finished where
literally
you
stuck
find-
to the wall.
Yeah, you, like-
forward? Yeah.
And
You go faster backwards.
Yeah, you go faster backwards. That's
Yeah.
the game.
Fun
You know,
game.
That's the one.
That's it.
Uwe Boll, the fucking
So
video games.
I saw that Dark Souls is headed to a board game if their Kickstarter succeeds.
Really quick, I want to finish with Divinity.
Okay.
Looking at screenshots, it looks like on the PS4.
It's gonna be on PS4.
Yeah.
Well, the first one's on
Well,
PS4
if you
already.
go opposite directions, like it has co-op
Oh, yeah, no, it
play,
splits.
it'll be one screen when you're together, and it splits the screen.
Oh, that's cool.
When you
Well, see, the
split
cool
up.
thing is that you don't like me and Derek were doing different things. Like I was talking to the mayor, he was talking to a librarian. We were both
Yeah, we
doing
were-
different.
You could just go your
story.
own way.
Yeah.
Uh,
You don't have
So
to.
at
Larry
first-
Morrissey and Josh.
At first, Matt wanted to steal the talking head because it was put on like for us like a circus performance, and it was like, "Please save me," but we tried to steal it. You got sent to jail and had to make a deal with like a demon or something.
I tried stealing the head 3 times. I kept trying to sneak it, and the guy's like, "I'm gonna call guards on you," and then I got thrown in jail. I've never got thrown in jail in that game. And I shuffled some skeleton bones, and then a prison demon came out of nowhere, and he sapped some of my strength. So I lost like a point in strength. I'm like, this sucks.
But we had to go to the library.
I'm pretty sure if I knew how to talk to animals then, I could have used rats to get out, though.
We had to go to the library. We found some books. I found a joke book. I put on a stand-up show to get like popularity towards me, and then what we did is we did a 2-man show like the founding of whatever city we were in,
We got
and we
so
sent
much
our
money.
party members while we were doing
Oh,
it
yeah.
over to steal the head because nobody else was watching the head anymore because they were all interested in us. Oh, and they paid us a ton.
We
'cause
got a
did
shit ton of
perfect
money.
job.
It's just
It's
so.
a perfect crime.
As soon as he grabbed the head, the guy's just like, I'm ruined. I'll never learn how to love again. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
We took his talking head.
Yeah.
The issue I have with this game, it is probably zero fun to play by yourself.
I
After
don't
the
think
way you
so.
guys have set it up, like it just sounds like
There's
it wouldn't
complete-
be fun.
there's
It's just me and
complete voice
Derek like
acting.
playing the same way, so it's kind of
Yeah,
like works.
if someone was like ready to murder you, because you can damage your team.
Oh my, I've played this with Kyle,
Yeah,
but I don't remember a whole lot about it. But we did have one person named Jahan, and he really hated me because I used to accidentally hit him with fireball spells, and then I would just kind of there. You have a spell where you can grab people and slam them on the ground, and you can use that on your teammates. And then there's environmental stuff.
The
So I
one
would
he
like
uses where he slams people on the ground, he teleports them into the air above people, and they'll land and smack like onto things.
So I did this twice, and then he left our party. But I would put like an element on him, like catch him on fire, and then like slam him down into like a group of stuff, like with a poison gas that makes it
It
explode.
explodes.
Yeah, or just throw him down, and it would kill everything. But he'd also like almost die. So he left the party after that. He kind of hated me, but it was hilarious.
But yeah, hopefully the second one comes out soon. It's got a 4-player co-op.
I can't wait for the second one.
You can go to war with your teammates. I don't recommend it, but it looks really fun. So
We'll get off Divinity in 1 second. It's just You gotta talk about our mute guy and how he just kind of snuck around in a barrel stealing everything.
But yeah, when you sneak in that game, you'll go to the environment that you're in. So if you're like on the rocks, you'll have like a rock and you'll sneak
Or
around.
a bush or whatever.
Yeah, but like we were stealing from people's houses, and
one person was talking to the mayor, and then the other guy just kind of snuck around and stole
a giant
everything.
barrel like walking around a house stealing stuff.
And like we talked to the guard, and it's like he's really mad at us, and I just went behind him, grabbed his diary real quick, and he turned over it and didn't get caught or anything.
Yeah, we got pretty lucky with those.
It's a long ass game. Me and Derek are nowhere near anywhere. But
We should be an hour in. We're 6.5 hours plus in.
we're gonna beat it though, since you got a computer.
I know.
All right, that's Divinity News.
I need a new computer. Like, my computer's good for what I need it for, but, like, it's getting dated.
Yeah.
I need to upgrade my computer too.
But you just need a computer. Like, if you could probably spend the same amount of money you did on a computer that you did with this laptop and get a better computer.
Well, I mean, I didn't buy this laptop, so.
Oh, you did you get it for your...
It was my graduation college gift.
Well, graduate again, get a computer.
Yeah. Go back. Graduate.
Go back to high school. I've graduated twice.
Just do my GED courses.
Where's my computer?
All right.
Don't you get kicked out of high school at 21?
Yeah.
Do you?
GED.
So,
Nicely.
It's like...
I saw that Dark Souls might come to a board game, but they're doing a Kickstarter right now to fund it.
What kind
How
of
hard would that be? Because if it's like WoW TCG raids in the TCG, those things, or the dungeons, those were so hard.
I feel like it'd be cool if it was like a Munchkin type game.
Yeah, I could see
Just
that.
a hard Munchkin game.
See, I'd be interested. Unfortunately, since they don't sell the cards anymore, it's harder. But I'd want to do the WoW TCG stuff the way it was meant, because it was meant you start with starter decks, and then you would go so far far as you could into the dungeon, and then it would allow you to add cards to your deck from another source, and you were supposed to keep beefing up your deck until
level
you
up.
Yeah.
I tried playing that with you guys. I couldn't understand that game.
I liked WoW, the TCG.
I did too.
I
The
liked it.
Nax Ray is awesome. I love that one.
Yeah, that one.
Because that comes with the 3
That one was
standard decks, and
impossible
then
to
you-
beat.
Doesn't Josh have like a event TCG like event deck where you fight a boss?
He's got
and shit?
Nyxia and the
I
2
remember
bosses,
playing that
right?
once.
I think somebody has a Skolomance
Or Nax. Nax.
I'm just assuming
You have ICC.
Josh has it.
Someone else has
He has everything.
Dragon Soul, but apparently you need your own decks for that.
Yeah,
so.
somebody went to Robin's Nest and like found Nax Ramus for like $10. Like somebody just opened it and took the loot cards out of it and then sold it back.
Oh.
So that they got it for $10. I think that was Josh.
Dude, what a jerk.
We'll ask him later tonight if he
I
shows up.
think
But
that's
they,
awesome.
I think
I mean-
he told me he was going to show up. So.
Is it? Well, we'll ask about him tonight.
I have his
We
board
need to
games.
play,
I
What
have
do you
some
know
board
more
games.
about that board game though? Is there anything else you know about
Now,
it?
Nothing much.
so board
It's on
game makes me think
Kickstarter.
it's not
Let me
like
look.
it's not going to be like WoW TCG or Magic.
No.
It's going to
I'll
be
say
like,
like there's Munchkin Quest. Like there is like it's like a slight board game. Like Kyle.
I
had
like
it.
that
You
one
guys tried
Munchkin
playing it
game.
once.
That one that Kyle brought over was terrible.
Because we couldn't even get through the rules. We didn't even try to play it.
I mean, in fairness, we started at like 2 in the after been drinking all night.
Yeah, we
But
were like,
that
let's
game
just
is
play
fun.
actual
It's
Munchkin.
long, but it's fun. If it's something like that, I can see. I don't really understand how they're gonna make a board game though.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm excited about Dark Souls 3 though.
Yeah, it says Steamforged Entertainment, or Steamforged Games, is launching a partnership with Namco Entertainment for the crowdfunding and development of this board game. Quote, as Dark Souls fans, we could not be more honored to be given the honor of developing a board game that embraces everything that makes Dark Souls deep and compelling experience that it is, end quote, the board game developer said. Steamforged has has done Kickstarter in the past with a tabletop game that was medieval football called Guild Ball, and it exceeded its goal by $30,000
Dang. For a card game?
for a board game.
$30,000?
Well, no, they
Must have a lot
Is
of
this going to be the Dark
fucking-
Souls of board games?
well, their goal was 142. Their goal was
No one can
30,000
fucking
pounds,
beat it.
which is like
Holy!
$42,000, and they raised
Okay.
$137,000.
That's still a lot for,
For
a board game.
game.
I guess I don't know what goes into making a board game.
You want the pounds, governor?
There is a lot of
In
people
for
listen
a
to
penny, in
Detail-
for a quid.
It also says details on the Dark Souls board game campaign have not been released. We'll keep you updated. This is from GameStop.
Okay, so we just don't know yet.
GameSpot.
Support this board game. We're not going to tell you shit about it.
The Kickstarter hasn't dropped until later this month, so people haven't funded it yet.
Kickstarter coming soon!
It said that this developer...
Greedy! For the fucking NX.
I guess they're just gonna drop it when since Dark Souls 3 is coming out.
They're also
Tuesday.
working on a Bloodborne card game, XCOM board game, and Star Wars board game.
XCOM board game would be super fun.
XCOM board game makes sense.
That's
I
what
don't
I
think
mean, that's what I
Bloodborne
mean.
makes sense.
Bloodborne card game.
Still.
That's even weirder.
Derek, what are you getting Dark Souls 3 for?
Probably for the PC. I think Kyle might buy it for me, and then I'll play with it.
I heard that version's running the best.
Oh, yeah?
Because it's got like it runs at 60 as opposed to a quote locked at 30 and then dips.
30?
On consoles, yeah.
Wow.
But I mean, I think most of them ran at 30.
A lot of the FPS like things that people complain about, I don't really see them. Like, I don't...
Yeah, unless you have
As
a
long
trained
as there's
eye.
no screen tearing.
Honestly,
Yeah,
the only time I've ever noticed frame rate is if you go from like playing Mario Kart single player, Mario Kart 8, to adding
Oh,
people.
God, yeah.
Then you can notice it, but then after like a race, you're fine.
Yeah.
So what is
Yeah,
it,
you used to it.
if you don't mind me switching topics here.
Oh, fine, Slade. Switch topics.
I'd rather enjoy you switching topics.
What do you guys think about Blizzard shutting down that non-expansion private server?
I don't care. I think it's fine. Like, I don't know.
It's Blizzard's right. I mean,
I don't know why people are complaining so much. I get it if you're having a
People
lot
are
of fun.
complaining?
But the people complaining are people that don't really play it.
Like 150,000 people were on that
Yeah,
server.
no, a lot of people did play it.
I mean, 150,000 compared to the still 4 million plus who are
But
paying for WoW every month.
what I don't understand is why you would actively try to play vanilla WoW instead of like I can get instead of now, but
Because
just
that's what
mean,
don't
good,
play it
Derek.
now.
I don't
No.
know.
Right?
No.
Like, I can understand yearning for the good old days, but then play like a Wrath of the Lich King server. I mean, I played vanilla WoW, folks.
Yeah, it sucked.
It was bad.
One thing I've only played on one private server once, and it was really cool because you could just start at max level with tier 6, any pieces of gear you wanted. They put jumping puzzles everywhere. Wait, what?
It would only be tier 3.
No, I was playing PC.
Oh, okay.
Mine was in PC. But
Yeah, I'm trying.
yeah, there were jumping puzzles everywhere. I remember one of the things was you'd teleport to AQ, and they had a crazy jumping puzzle.
That sounds awesome.
It was super fun. So if it's like that, then it would kind of suck that they're getting rid of it. But
But I mean, Blizzard.
I haven't really looked into it.
Blizzard says you can't do that, so
It's
like
true.
it's well within Blizzard's right to
Like
shut
on
it
the
down.
day of the shutdown, I guess there was a giant pilgrimage from Orgrimmar to Thunder Bluff, and everyone jumped off Thunder Bluff and killed themselves. Like Blizzard can't delete me.
That reminds me of Halo
Is it
2 when they took
Taking
those servers
money
offline.
from Blizzard?
It's not. It's not
No,
taking money.
what it's doing
necessarily,
is
but-
like it's pretty much it has all the assets and everything from vanilla, and I'm assuming it's the last patch of vanilla. Cause
Are they making money at all?
No,
I don't,
It's
what's
free.
the-
I was
what's the
about to say that
problem
would have
then?
gotten shut down a lot faster.
I was gonna say
for no money.
that would make sense then if they're like charging people like little things and whatnot. But if it's just kind of a free
I mean,
server,
it's Blizzard's right.
I mean,
they,
it is
they
their
want
right, it
you.
just
They
seems
want you
weird.
to play the game they think.
they have.
Yeah.
they don't want you to play an inferior version of the game, probably.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah, 'cause
no,
I
we
mean-
want.
And I can understand the
class.
nostalgia, but Jesus, go back like 40-man raiding. Ugh.
Disgusting.
Like, I've raid led for
that's the
10-man
good old days,
groups.
apparently.
10 people's too many people to get together. 40? God bless you, Killer Jin and Morningstar.
8 people when we were playing SWOTOR. 8 people.
Yeah, 8 people. Well,
Four of
fucking-
5 Sith warriors.
Jesus, but like 40 people to align all of their schedules and get them online at the same fucking time.
I don't know about Derek's guild, but it barely ever worked for my guild. Like, we always did it with like 30, 32.
something.
We'd make it to
Or
rag,
you'd
we'd make it
pug
to
it.
like a rag or something and just die.
You'd pug those people. I mean, they brought me, and I didn't know. I was just arcane intellect. Here's some food. I was a mage, frostbolt. And then I'd type in chat, oh, hey, look, I crit for 666 damage. And they're just like, this is stupid.
The only time we could ever get 40 people on is when we tried Blackwing Lair. And I'm okay. A caveat here, like, I never made it past, like, I cleared MC, I killed the Nixia. I never, like, made it into Blackwing Lair. So maybe people,
I never did Black
yeah,
Lair.
but, like, the only time we could
never
fill
done
a
a
raid
raid
group
in
was when
WoW.
we tried Blackwing Lair. And that would be, like, less than ideal people coming in.
Yeah.
And it was just bad.
Although I
That
don't
first
know.
fight, I will say that first fight was fun though. By Wingwire.
Razor Gore. It's fun
Yeah.
to solo actually. I think.
Well, back in the
You've
day,
been soloing WoW a lot.
We
recently.
Gotta
did-
get the transmog.
we did the strategy where you'd have hunters do figure eights around the platforms and kite like everything.
Oh really? So you just pretty much do like a weak version of the solo strat.
And you guys know my father's stance on WoW and raiding. My father raided at that time.
Yeah, he was raiding back.
and
then.
was a hunter and had to do this.
Yeah, hunters get the shit jobs. It's just the way it's always been.
My dad would do this, and every time we died, because I mean, we did this like 5 or 6 nights, like before we were just like, okay, this just isn't gonna happen. But like every time we died, my dad would be like, "This is bullshit. Why are they making me do this? I'm too old for this."
Wait, so you guys tried it for 5 or 6 nights on one boss?
Well, we could never get 40 people. Is the problem? Like we
Oh,
wouldn't try it without
damn.
40 people.
Still though, 5 or 6 nights without even killing any
I
bosses.
know, God forbid.
That's
Back in the day.
dedication.
Now it's like
Dude.
Well, no, that's how it was.
you go
back
like
in
an
the
hour
day.
without killing
You
a
gotta
boss. and you're
drink
like,
or
"Ugh."
something, because that's just like unsatisfying. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
This is the 4th night in a row. Maybe it's gonna be the night.
So, some good stories. Again, my father, back in his raiding days, my father levels characters now. He does not raid. Did an Ubers, which was Upper Black Box Spire, the 10-man raid in Vanilla WoW, and
The
they
good
were
old days,
they were
I
in the
might
middle.
say.
They were in the middle of that arena fight. He's chucking arrows right, and I'm standing over his shoulder watching him. Good old 12, 13-year-old me hits the tab button, fires up into the stands, and they run around and aggro everything they skipped and killed them. They had to restart the dungeon.
That's why I got clear, man.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Come on, Killer Jim.
At the end of that run, once they restarted it and ran all the way through, he was the only hunter there, so he had to kite the final boss out of the room while they killed the 2 ads. He died like way back in the one room, so he died. Luckily, he distracted the boss long enough. Like they got the 2 ads down. And then the other good one I always remember with my dad is we're doing Onyxia, right? And this is like perfect run. First try, Onyxia's at like 5%. And back in Vanilla, wow, you had to watch your threat. Like we had threat meters to be all like, oh hey, you're coming up on your threat. Like stop DPS. Like you had to physically stop. You didn't have like dumps and all that. Hunters had dumps. They had feigned death.
Yeah, find out. That's from the game.
So my dad's sitting there. Me and him are standing there. We had a full raid of 40 people this day. Firing at Nixia, whatever. And my dad's all like, they're all like, 5% guys, watch your threat. And my dad's all like, 5%, I'm going all out, boy. Pops all his cooldowns. And Nixia turns, kills me and him, turns back. I mean, we still got the kill, but of 40 people, nobody died this entire time. She turned, killed me and him, and just went back.
I
about
got
the business.
this, boy.
I was telling Matt something I learned about Onyxia and Old WoW in general was that she doesn't actually target you.
Oh yeah.
They would spawn invisible bunny rabbits that she would target near you,
Huh.
and then kill them while killing you. And also, every time you turn in a quest, if there was dialogue, like quests didn't trigger if something didn't die, like it had to die. Something had to die in order to trigger a dialogue. So every time you turn in a quest, if there was dialogue, it would spawn an invisible bunny rabbit and kill it, just to spawn the dialogue. They still use a lot of that now. Like there's
All
been
that
invisible.
logic and
Really
stuff,
yeah,
fucking
weird.
funny.
It's really cool that like so many.
That's-
You're just killing invisible bunnies.
That's like a jerry-rigged way of fucking
You
doing
rip
it.
them. That's
amazing.
game development. It's just smoke and mirrors.
No, that makes me think
It's
of
awesome.
like when I'm doing my Unity stuff, when you're doing like little hitboxes and whatnot, and like fucking triggers and like things you don't see.
Mhm.
I just when you told me about that, I just picture little fucking bunnies just dying.
Yeah, dude, you
dying
spawn
in
them.
different places.
You
That's
spawn them into
hilarious.
existence just to murder them, so that you can level up in a video game. Good job.
I'll do anything for it.
Good on you,
For
man.
points.
Is Legion ever coming out?
After the movie.
I thought it came out already.
No.
What? I don't know. I don't pay attention. I beat a game today recently, or I beat a game recently, guys.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
let's jump in with that.
Have you, any
Number
of you guys
3.
played Infamous Second Son?
I have.
I have not.
I actually beat that game.
I did too.
I liked it.
Did you go the good path or the bad path?
I went the good path. I'm going the bad path this
Nice.
time.
I went naughty.
Went naughty.
I just went naughty and then I looked up
Dude,
good.
I heard what happens when you go naughty
Yeah, it's
and
pretty.
beat the game.
It's pretty fucking
Oh my
intense.
god! That's fucked up!
Yeah, you kind of suplex grandma
Oh
into the
my
ground.
god. But no, I'll be honest, I like the game a lot. It's a lot of fun. The story is fucking stupid.
I was about to say the gameplay is amazing.
The story is
but
so dumb.
The story.
The character is so dumb, but it's probably my favorite open world game.
I want to try. I got the expansion for that free on PS Plus.
Is it
the
Neon
First
Girl?
Light or whatever? Yeah.
She has my favorite power. Neon's amazing. It's the best. You can freaking flash up buildings and stuff.
There
It's
are a
great.
couple really stupid boss fights in that game, like the video boss where he's
my
like
God.
the devil
That
angel
sucked.
thing. Yeah, that was pretty
So
terrible.
hard. I died so many times because he would just like when you tried recharging, it would just keep hitting you. I'm like, what is this fucking bullshit? Like the stuff that's supposed to block you only blocks one shot, so it just falls down and then knocks you into the lava. So I turn it on easy. I'm like, I don't care. I'm beating this boss. I don't even care.
Dude,
That game's
sometimes
fun,
you do that. Just
The end boss is kind of fun though.
What was that? I did that in Xenoblade Chronicles X. Was the last game I did that on. I was fighting a boss. And I was like, I don't fucking get this. And finally it was like, hey, you want to turn on easy? And I'm like, don't do this to me.
Don't patronize me, and yes.
But yes.
I turned my shit to easy. I really didn't care. I'm like, I just want to beat the game. I'm not trying to go for the. I got a shit ton of achievements and stuff like that, so that's good. Or trophies. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm going for the evil path.
You got
And
platinum.
I realized how many cutscenes are in the beginning of the game because I got up, went to the bathroom, made a sandwich, finished the sandwich, came back, and the cutscenes are still going. I'm like, Jesus Christ, and you can't skip them if you make a new game. So I just went through like 15 minutes of cutscenes, and then got my first evil decision, and it hurt my grandma. I'm like, I don't feel good about this.
What's his name? Delson?
Yeah, it's Delson.
God, he's so boring. Cole from the first two games is such a more interesting
No, it's just
character.
dumb because his motivation is, I want more powers. I'm like, is that really the entire motivation? Oh no, spoilers. Oh no, my brother died. I want more powers.
Oh my god, you spoiled like the first 10 minutes of the game.
Dude, I'm not
That's
gonna
towards
play
the
this
end.
game now.
Is it? Oh my god,
It's
it
at-
is.
it's at,
Oh
like-
Jesus, that is at the end.
Wow.
It-
You didn't even give people. What if they were driving their car and they just drove off a cliff trying to like unplug their thing?
If
to
you're
avoid
playing
infamous
this game for the
spoilers?
story, you're dumb. I'm sorry. The
You're
story
listening
is
to this
stupid.
podcast in
You're
the
also
car.
dumb. In a car,
on YouTube.
get out of the car,
Near a cliff.
sit there for the entire podcast, and keep driving afterwards.
It's like a nun van.
Let's listen to
Everyone knows this is the equivalent of like driving drunk. Just listening.
No,
to
this is the equivalent of church. All right,
church.
it's recorded every Saturday. Holy,
All right,
the
Aaron.
holy Saturday.
All right,
It's
Aaron,
supposed to
you've
be
been
on
playing.
Sundays.
You've been playing some of that Witcher game.
Not this week.
Oh, you lame.
I've been
Lame.
playing-
I want to talk to you about it because that game's amazing.
I've been
The
playing
last-
Prison Architect though.
We're on Witcher.
You've been killing
Yeah,
people.
we're on Witcher. Yep.
So the last mission I did, I was out on an island with like the king's daughter, or the daughter of this land, and they fled to the wizard's island
Oh yeah, the wizard tower
for
thing.
for safety. And then she was all like, "Please take me to." The ghost popped up and she's like, "Please take
what
me
did
to."
you do?
Take
I
me
wanna
to
know.
my boyfriend, so I brought her to her boyfriend,
Yeah.
her body,
Yeah.
and she just came alive and murdered him.
Yeah, she
Do you want?
Do you-
Derek has a different thing.
You gotta. Did you read what his or one of their I think it was hers description after you did that?
No.
The entire,
It's bad. It's
so the
really bad.
descriptions in the game are written by a character that's in the game. He's
Yeah.
like a historian.
The
almost.
historian, the
Dandelion.
narrator guy.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
When
Dandelion's awesome.
if you after you do that quest and if you bring her there and kill him and unleash her, it says like it's really unknown, but this might have caused the plague of blankety blank, and you like that destroyed like the eastern seaboard or something.
Oh Jesus.
Bro, I read that and I was like, restart, and then I unsaved it and I had him. I went and I told the guy to come to her, and they make out.
He
Like,
kisses the dead body.
the ghost, like with her tongue and everything, wangling all over his face, and then he dies, and she's like appeased and goes
There are
on.
actually three that I know of. Because me and Aaron got the same one. You reset, and Nick's campaign, Nick said he was a terrible person, and the guy hung himself.
Yeah, if you tell him like,
Like, he
no,
has
that
a
was
noose.
the Baron himself that hung himself.
No,
you can make that
You can
guy
make
do
that
it.
guy hang himself too. There's a noose in that house, and when I saw that, I'm like, "You right, buddy?"
yeah,
Like I was trying to be nice because I didn't want him to kill himself.
if you tell him like, yeah, she's dead or something, he's just like he kills himself. So
Did you
Oh,
like
jeez.
the Baron?
I
He's one of my favorite
I
characters.
kept him alive. I
Oh.
didn't kill himself.
I
I'm-
got the kids.
Well, my thing with him, like every
Oh,
time I
jeez.
was with him, I was like, "Dude, you're not a bad dude. Just tell me what I need to know."
I like that.
And then
guy.
when his daughter
Baron.
came around, I was like, staying out of this.
It's
Oh,
so
you didn't
sad.
help him at all?
Well, no, because he would be all like, I'm a changed man, ask the Witcher. And I would just be like, I'm staying out of this. But when I was just with him, I'd be like, yeah, you're a changed man. Now
Oh,
just
no.
tell me what I want to
When
know.
I was with him, I scolded the shit out of him. When I was like with the daughter, I was like, come on, you gotta forgive him. He's trying here. Because he was trying.
I didn't deal with this bullshit, but I wasn't mean to him. Cause
Oh, I was mean. I was like, come on, dude. And I
But
punched
all
him in
three
the
of our
face.
goddamn campaigns, he still did the deed. So, so you did the horse thing, right?
No, he did. He killed the horse, or he killed the spirit. We got the horse.
You killed the spirit
Yeah, that's
in the
how-
tree.
That's what you have to do.
Yes.
I set it free. I had to
become-
possess a horse, and it like became a demon horse.
Called Black Beauty,
But it saved
and it
the
goes
children.
and saves the kids. It does do that.
Oh, does it?
It takes them to the orphanage in Novigrad.
Yeah, no, those kids are probably dead, Mikey.
No,
Yeah,
they are.
no, they are dead.
Because
You
with
killed
the,
those
with the
children.
witches that you go to talk to, you can see their body parts hanging out. All
Those are
from the
children.
witches. Those are the kids you killed.
You are a murderer.
Oh, well. I didn't trust the tree. Okay, the
I didn't
tree.
either.
No, the tree's a demon. You should not trust the tree.
Yeah.
But that's one of the
But it
hard
does save
choices
the
in the
kids.
game.
But it leads since the kids escape, the witches blame it on the Baron's wife, and so they place a curse on her to make her a hag. But then when the curse is lifted, she died, and that made the Baron hang himself.
I just want to replay
So
just so the Baron doesn't
I
kill
sacrificed
himself.
a couple kids, saved the Baron.
I kind of wish I had done
Wait,
that.
the Baron didn't die?
Yeah, no.
As far as I know,
what he does,
He went up north. Like
he escapes to the mountains with his wife to help her.
All you gotta do is kill a few kids.
Yeah, you kill the kid.
Because
that's
no
all.
one cares
That's all
about
you have to
where
do.
are their parents? Who cares?
They don't.
Like those
That
prisoners
fast.
in my prison.
Exactly.
Nobody cares about
Yeah.
them.
Exactly. I need to replay
They're just
the
numbers
Baron
on a
survivor.
list.
I like his game better. The
See?
Baron didn't hang himself.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, but it was a
We'll throw
perfect
my
story.
We'll throw my save file on a USB drive.
There are
The
there are a
Baron's
couple
alive.
things in that game though that like I felt narratively had to happen. for
No,
a good
Baron
story.
had to
You know,
die.
in like Stranger Than Fiction, the movie with Will Ferrell, where everyone's like reading the book and they're like, "You have to die."
No, yeah.
That's how I felt. Like you've never seen that movie? It's pretty sad. I thought it was supposed to be fun.
What is the what is the
I
farthest
was here
point
for
you
that.
got in The
I left for
Witcher?
tears.
Was it literally just that just the wizard hut place or?
That's that like area was the last bit. I was doing some side quests there because I was too low to go to like Novigrad where they wanted me to go or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're like level 15 now-ish.
I'm just about, yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite spell?
I like the shield.
I use the shield all the time.
That's
That's
all
like
you
all I
need.
use.
That's all you need.
I use the
It's
shield.
just cheating.
And then like in the case of the werewolf, like I lit his ass on fire
Oh yeah.
because he twerked
That
on
just
me
comes
for a
out
while.
of nowhere.
Werewolf kicked my ass.
I love the
I was
dude cutting his
getting
ear
so
off.
mad.
No, that was dope.
Like, that game is my favorite game of all time. I could talk about it for
I've
hours.
played
You played
Witcher
DLC.
2, but I want to play the third one.
Witcher 3 is better,
Good.
honestly.
I haven't played the first
I
two.
played. I
need
played
to.
the second one. I didn't like it. I actually returned the game and everything, but I kept all the shit. I got
You're
the
that
rare-
guy.
You're the reason why there are no
Yeah.
more books.
I paid for that. All right, I'm not gonna return a booklet. But
Did
when
they
I played,
pay you back for it?
yeah, no, they gave me everything back,
That's
but I just
bullshit.
gave them the game back. I didn't give them the other
It's just
stuff.
the disc.
Matt, you're
It
that
was-
fucking dickhead.
It was even a used game too.
No,
The people-
at least
Oh,
he
great.
doesn't redeem the codes and then keeps them in there. So when you buy it, you try and type it in. It's like, this code's been redeemed.
Not a dick.
I feel bad though. Jason will go on to Battle.net and just type in random codes for game time or money, and occasionally he has gotten it to work, which means somebody buys a damn code and it doesn't work.
Jesus, an asshole.
What the fuck?
But
Like, how do you randomly type in numbers that well?
I don't know. I think he literally just sat there and like.
Slade, you should play it because there's no bad way to play Witcher 3. If you've never played any Witcher games, you learn about the past and you can basically like
You'll
it's
get
like,
the
you
story.
Did, like yeah, you get the story and you'd be like, you did this or something like that. Like you could be like, oh shit, that's cool. I want to go back and play it. But if you have played the other ones and you play this, all the tales they tell, like that happened in the other two games. So you're like, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
So like, there's no bad way to play Witcher 3.
The one thing I will say is
Sponsored by Witcher 3.
the
Wild Hunt.
The decisions that carry
Cyberpunk
over.
coming soon.
I do want to play it, but the decisions that carry over from the second one,
CD Projekt
they're not
Red.
important. They don't
Dark
make
Souls
this.
3.
They don't
Now,
live for the story.
the
at all.
decisions that carry over, like, I don't have my save file, so it is
That-
random then.
No, a guy interrogates you and you
Why you
tell
getting-
him what you did.
Yeah, why are you
Oh,
getting a haircut?
okay.
Yeah, he shaves you and he's like, I always find men more honest when a blade's to their throat, and while you're getting shaved, he asks you questions. And that's how you determine you're safe. But none of them are, like, super important. They're all just side.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you play it on console.
Oh,
I mean,
Yeah.
There's
it
a
really wasn't
guy-
on console before. I think 360 got Witcher 2, right? Something like that.
I forgot his name. His name is really long and annoying. The guy that you break his leg.
Alfred van Broken Leg Pewter Schmidt
Pretty much.
the third.
It starts with
the
S.
longest name. I forgot his
I
name.
had to break his leg. I got the bad ending because
Oh,
of it,
God.
but in the first, and this is spoilers for the late game, but it doesn't matter.
It's not like huge plot
in the
stuff,
second
but
game,
it's
you
a
break
story
his
with
leg.
him.
Do you know that guy? He gets in your way, and
He's
he's
big and
on your
bald.
side, but like he gets in your way.
He owns a bathhouse.
You break his leg, and then in the third game,
I think so.
he got in my way again, and I
You
had
fucking
to.
broke his leg.
I had to break his other leg. The entire third game, he's complaining about how you broke his leg. Like, he's still cool with you. He doesn't like you, but he does stuff with you. And he helps you out, and you help him. But he's limping, and he's got a brace. And I just pushed him to the ground and broke his other leg.
I'm pretty sure he double-crossed me.
Jesus.
I'm pretty sure he double-crossed me and I had to kill him.
I had to. I needed something that he wasn't allowing.
Now,
I didn't break
when
his leg, but I
played-
did kill him.
When I played Witcher 2, I bought the Steam version, so I got all the DLC and stuff.
Mhm.
And I had it had the trolls. Like, you could kill the troll
Oh,
to
God.
forward the mission faster, or
Don't kill the
like help
trolls.
the troll. Like this one dude, I was like, why would I kill him?
Yeah, the trolls are awesome.
Because
Their
these-
speech patterns are so slow on purpose. It's so
Yeah,
annoying.
they make
Like-
it annoying on purpose.
I found this one troll under the bridge, and I had to beat him up to get him to talk to me.
Yeah.
And he's all like, "These humans kill my lady and chop off her head. I want her head back." And I was like,
No.
and like all the humans want me to kill this dude so they can use the bridge. I was like
He just wants his lady's
he
head.
just wants to bury his wife.
I just love talking to the trolls because you can skip the dialogue, but I love like letting it sit because it's so frustrating.
You have a friend that's I'm terrible with remembering the names. I forgot to say Geralt for half the time.
Yeah, you were
I think
saying like Gary and
Like
Geralt.
Geralt and so like that.
Geralt.
It's Geralt. But you have a
I hate the name Deborah because it looks like Deborah to
Deborah.
me. And I
Dagobah.
always think of Deborah from Dragon Ball
Oh,
Z.
I would think Dagobah,
There you go.
and that's gross.
There's an assassin that's a buddy of yours that like you went to school with and whatnot, and you are going through a cave and you come up to a bunch of trolls and he just wants to fucking murder them because
Yeah,
he
he's
hates
tired of
them.
this stuff.
He's like he hates the way they talk. He just hates at their creatures. But Geralt's just like, no, dude, they're cool. Like you literally never have to fight any of the trolls. It's all up to whether or not you're annoyed by them.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
I know you
Beat
got
that game, Aaron. It's a good game. You don't
Yeah,
have to do
so
every
many
single
games,
side
dude.
quest.
I know
You don't have to do
there's like 20 games on my Steam wish list that I don't have money for.
Yeah, I feel you. I just got my computer, so now I gotta restart all the games I was playing.
Well, we're gonna beat Divinity. That's the game I want to
okay,
beat.
all right.
You gotta get Prison Architect.
I have Prison Architect.
Yeah,
I
so
need
you
to read
can-
down because, like you were saying earlier, I played it during the alpha, and I
Yeah.
thought it was
Yeah, but now there's like a 5-mission campaign that teaches you the game. So when
Hooray.
you go into Sandbox, you're like, I know what to do.
because I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I was like, do
There's
we need
also-
water?
There's also,
No.
There's also an escape mode now.
Are they constantly trying to break out, or are you the guy?
No, you're the guy. You're the prisoner that tries to escape other people's prisons.
Isn't that a game though?
I think that is that game.
It's called
There's just different game
Escapees.
types.
Like Prison Escape. There's actually a different game where you are. It's like use the assets from Prison Architect, and you escape from the prisons.
I
That's
thought that's
weird.
the game he was talking.
No,
because
Prison Architect, you make the prison.
you make, but in the game, it's called
I'm gonna look
escape
it up.
mode, and you download
It's called the
prisons,
Escapists.
and you download
Yes.
prisons from Steam Workshop,
And you have to
and then you
escape
have to
there.
escape, like, and like you get rep, and you can like upgrade your character and stuff.
Yeah, I hope I don't
You
get
should
your
put your-
Auschwitz ass.
Yeah, let's
prisons.
put your prison up there where they just get their
My
fingers,
concentration
their
camp.
buttholes fingered every day, and then they're
Well,
like
like,
got the threat
one-
of dogs and guns at them all the time, and no
One-
hot water.
freaking gulag.
One of the Steam reviews, I was laughing so hard reading
They
this.
got some marbles.
Because he's
in
all
here,
like,
huh?
he's like, it was like overwhelmingly positive on Steam, all these reviews.
Yeah.
One of the guys was like, I built a Supermax prison, only Supermax prisoners. They only go out for 1 hour a day, and they get their food, and then the rest of the time they're in their cell. They always want freedom. I will not give them freedom. He's like, one day, I decided to delete the walls of the prison. Like, to form an entrance.
Oh God.
I put 60 armed guards outside.
Fucking
One day, they decided they wanted freedom.
Red Rover, man.
He said, my guards mowed 60 prisoners down before the rest surrendered. They no longer want freedom.
I thought it was gonna be like
First
I
we
took away
break
the
their
walls.
bones, then we break their spirit.
Goddamn. Yours is like, hey, I'm gonna own a prison. Well, gotta fix this. Gotta fix it. 3 hours later, get on the ground. Get on the fucking ground.
Oh man, these
Spread
prisoners
your
are gonna
ass!
have a nice life, you know, and everything.
Well, it's like one
Matt,
guy.
you should teach your guards the minivan. 2 in front, 5 in the back.
Well, it's like one guy was saying,
got
like,
here?
he's like, I just had, he's like, I had like one guard going around. I didn't have
Like
any
a
guard
cow.
dogs. I just had a small minimum security prison.
You know, a
One
quaint
day,
family
I
prison.
watched half of my prison go out through the escape tunnel. After that
Never
day,
again.
After that day, never again. Dogs were barking at prisoners and
Every prisoner gets their own Bible because their heart belongs to God, but their ass is mine.
Andy Dufresne
That
climbed through
is-
a
yeah,
football
that's
field of shit and came out clean on the other side.
That's the plaque that's on the front of the gates. Every prisoner gets a Bible, but their ass is mine.
It was in.
But the
movie.
game
was it? I didn't know
the game
code.
is $30, but you can pay an extra $20 to write a bio of a character, and then he'll appear in your and other people's prisons.
I like that, but $20 is a little.
How much is the game normally?
30,
I think I got it for like 10.
I want to play Planet Coaster so bad.
dude.
Keep going. No, well, let's finish
Okay.
with prison first.
But yeah, it's just like you can have reform programs, like drug addicts will come into your prison, and like you can have a
Give them more drugs.
Yeah, no.
yeah, give them more drugs, but no, you can in the infirmary you can run like a detox program.
There's no
where
drugs
you
in
can
his
have,
prison. All their asses are clean.
You can have an Alcoholics Anonymous. Like you can build a workshop and have them make license plates. You can hire teachers to give them education because after their sentence is up, you can also see like what they've been charged with and like how long they're there for. And after their sentence is up, there's a chance they'll reoffend and reappear. But if you like educate them, they won't reoffend, and then you get more money for that.
That's what the system wants you to think.
You can also like hire parole boards to parole prisoners early. You can also have a death row if you want.
Oh Jesus! I'm surprised you don't have that yet.
Oh, and also with death row, you can pay off judges to limit the number of appeals your prisoners get, so they face death faster.
Wow!
You just shoot them. He doesn't need it.
Yeah, you have death row in all of your guards' hands.
Except for
you
like
have free reign to shoot
his
any
prison
prisoner.
is death row.
Yours,
No,
your
see-
prison is North
see-
Korea.
See, you say free fire, but the guards won't go randomly shooting people.
Yet?
They'll only shoot people if they start beating up guards.
Slade, your story is still continuing. You started from a humble prison, now you have free fire. What's gonna happen in 3 more hours of this game? We don't know. You're gonna be that guy that breaks their spirit. You're gonna have it's gonna be a
and
wide
then-
open field,
and then
and they're
one
not
day-
gonna move.
One day they decided we're gonna riot and like light the whole cell block on fire. I'm like, firemen, put out the fire.
Just
They
don't-
kill my firemen.
Just
They
don't give
killed
them
them.
toilets. Just take away their toilet privileges.
Give them buckets.
So then I called in the riot guards, beat the shit out of them. Then they started beating up my riot guards. So then,
You got
so
such
then,
pussy riot
so
guards.
no, like I beat
Do
up
you
half
run
the prisoners.
Arkham Asylum? Why are your prisoners
So then-
stronger than your guards?
So then the mayor was all like, "This shit ends now. I'm authorizing armed police to come in and finish
I was
this."
Did
gonna
they
say,
beat the police up?
You gotta get the
No.
National Guard.
No, dude, like the whole building was red because it was like rioting in there. So I was like, armed guards go in, and I just watch, and there's just like, and then all the other ones are all like, "All right, we're done. I surrender right now."
You should have killed him.
I want to believe that every single time he brings security in, they just get their ass kicked by
Dude,
his prisoners.
like, you can
He's
get-
got badass prisoners.
Dude,
Take away the gym,
Prisoners
dude.
Yeah.
can get traits like extremely deadly or extremely strong. Like the extremely deadly, like one punch to a guard and the guard dies.
Put them in a box. Don't they have a hot box? Or
Yeah, do
something?
what I
They
used
have
to do with little
solitary
kids
cells.
in Sims. Just have one square of walls. That's what I used to do with
They
the
have
kids
solitary. You can have a
Or like
solitary cell.
Zoo Tycoon.
in Sims.
Lock them in and
There's
bring
this
out the
one guy,
dinosaurs.
every time he would get out of solitary, I'd say 24 hours solitary because he got beating up my guards.
That's because you keep putting him in solitary.
Yeah, he's just working
and
out.
then and another guy.
Take away his walls.
Another guy I was
I was gonna
reading.
say, Matt, everything you actually believe in real life is like the exact opposite of your prison, and you're now seeing why you think the way you do.
That's why video games are good.
He's gonna come. You're gonna start dressing like a warden. You're gonna come back to your computer and be like, sign up, like, all right, boys, and they're all gonna be lined up, like.
Honestly, I feel like having Matt have like
An
a
outlet.
camera. No, like and running actual prisons. And
Dude, he's
it would be
training,
great.
all right?
It'd be great.
System of a Down.
I'd
is
go
like-
to that prison.
System of a Down.
As
Is
long
like
as
he
you
built a
have pussy
prison.
security
He
guards.
built a prison for me that you and me live in.
But this one guy was saying that he had like 6 solitary doors between like Supermax and like the normal population. And one of the Supermax prisoners had extreme strength and like punched through 6 doors and like started
Jesus.
killing the other prisoners.
He's got fucking
does
Bane in
this
his
happen?
prison right
And
now.
like another one, the dude like went into the administrative section and like lit the warden on fire with a lighter he stole.
Was that you?
No, one of the prisoners.
What you should do is like you gotta do something where like on random hours of the day, you just have like someone come in with a fire hose and just hose them down in their prison.
Throw
Just
anti-loud
know that
stuff
they're
on them.
not people. Just like, duh!
But like,
Don't move.
this developer is what early access should be. Like,
Being-
he takes input from the community and adds that into his updates.
And changes the game.
And changes the game, but also he has regular updates and he keeps people posted. It's not like early access. Oh, yeah, I'm never finishing that game, but thanks for the thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
It's like the stomping ground game where it's like you could have like dinosaurs like that, and in like the brief is like, yeah, I'm done playing. I'm done building this game. It sucks. And he just goes on to a different game. Like, oh, okay.
Big
Thanks to the 2 updates, asshole.
Let's play Infestation Survival Stories, guys.
That game's great.
Yeah. Okay.
We got time for one more topic. What do you guys want it to be?
Oh man, I don't know.
Subway.
E-fresh.
$5 footlongs.
No, it's $6 now.
What?
Rip off!
Is that still a campaign? Is
I don't
$5
know.
footlong?
I
That's a
don't think
lie.
$6.
12
inches.
sandwich.
$6
It's go with
foot
strong.
long.
You get a $3 6
I close
inch.
on my house on Friday.
Yeah.
Is this Friday?
This coming Friday, yeah.
What?
So, are they moving out?
They close on their farm on the 22nd, and they take possession on the 29th. So the 30th is when they'll be moving all their stuff out.
And then you'll have a house
And
to
then
yourself.
I'll have a house to myself, and we can have nerd night there.
And 30 years of debt to look forward to.
But
What a
with the
game.
house. And you'll have your little corner where you set your prison up.
And then when we come over, he'll just like lock
We're gonna
us in
beat
his
up your
basement.
guards.
Yeah, he's gonna turn his house into an actual prison,
Don't worry,
and then
he's
he's
got
gonna
pussy
hose us
guards.
down.
And then he's gonna sew us together ass to mouth to make one gas.
Luckily, we're gonna be able to punch the doors.
I know, he's got such pussy guards, we'll just beat him up.
Man, if you do that, can I please be the head?
No, I'm the head.
Make 2, and then Derek and I can at least still hang
Yeah,
out.
we'll have 2 heads. We'll be like
I'm kinda
anti-connected.
Matt,
Yeah, like
The last
so
person will
one,
be ass to ass.
so one guy's on to like half of his onto my butt cheek and half of his onto Derek's.
One guy will two people will just be ass to ass, and they'll be okay. And then we'll just have like a U shape for him.
Dude, I think that'd be
Oh,
worse.
dear.
Ass
You
to
like-
ass, it's just gonna go.
So you have their mouth open so they can eat normal food. But like you put like a tube through the eye.
Jesus Christ!
Are you writing the next movie or something?
Have you?
Yeah,
Oh, we
we-
talked about
Is
that.
the third one out yet?
Yeah,
I haven't
it's
seen
on
any
Netflix.
of those,
I'm
and
never
I will
going
never
to.
see any of them.
First one's
It's on
funny.
Netflix.
Second one,
You're gonna watch it.
No, I'm never gonna watch those.
The first one's hilarious.
No, the first one's hilarious.
I know that. I don't
The
know
first
rape
first
drug.
one's hilarious after you watch the second one.
I don't want to go
Do
through
not
that,
watch the second
I
one.
already went through.
It's pretty
I
gross.
just went through Batman v Superman. I don't want to go through another crappy movie.
Ooh.
Shots fired, Phil. What?
Phil likes it.
Yeah,
Yeah. I thought it was okay.
it was mediocre.
Like, okay to mediocre is the best I've heard. I've not heard a single person who's liked it.
Phil loves it.
Yeah,
Talk
Phil
to
likes
Phil.
it.
Phil, if you listen to the podcast, I'm throwing shade at
The
you.
Zack Schneider had to explain a deleted scene to make the movie
Yeah,
make
he had.
sense.
Yeah, he
Which
had-
one?
It was the one where he's talking to like Darkseid's brother or dad.
That
or
one's a
whatever.
cool scene.
Yeah,
they,
he had to put
they
it out
took that
there.
out, but they kept in a 10-second scene where Jesse Eisenberg feeds a Jolly Rancher to a guy.
Yeah.
That's in a movie.
Like
That's in
that
Batman
was
v
supposed to
Superman.
be what showed why he went so
no,
crazy.
it was stupid.
But it just didn't make sense anyway. So I want to see the director's cut. Like it looks like because it's rated R, and hopefully it adds some more stuff. But It's okay, I
It's
guess.
just Batman snapping necks and like shooting
He
people
killed
in
a
the
lot of
face.
people. My only statement I want to say about it, because I could talk about that for like an entirely different podcast, but was the advertisement for him saying, "Do you bleed? Will." He sounds like a fucking toddler in the movie. He is looking up. There is rain on him, and he sniffles during that delivery. Do you bleed? You will. He sounds like a toddler when he gives that line.
First off, have you seen Gone Girl? I'd be sniffling too.
I have seen
that
Gone Girl.
movie is horrifying.
That movie's good. Though.
It's a good movie. It's
I
horrifying.
have not watched that.
It's a good movie. You should see.
You should watch it.
What
Neil
was the last
Patrick Harris
movie?
is in it.
What's the last movie I watched? I watched
What's Star
London Has Fallen. That's a good movie.
I didn't see it.
I watched Star Wars, and I was actually in the middle of watching it again before you guys showed up.
Did it just
Oh,
came
I'm
out on
sorry.
Blu-ray?
Now, which Blu-ray did you get? Because they're all like exclusive this here,
I got the
exclusive this
I
here.
got
I'm like,
the
Jesus
exclusive
fuck. Put them all
BB-8
on.
cover from Walmart.
Oh, shit, you got the best one. Does it? Oh, I wanted to be more of a Velcro, but it's fine.
But so Walmart has exclusive BB-8 cover.
Don't buy Target's. Target's exclusive is
A 16-minute interview. That
a
you can
16-minute
find online.
interview that is digital only.
the fuck is that?
So like it's not on your disc. It's one of those like.
It's one of those things that Walmart's doing now.
I was about to say I got one with my
Battlefront.
Battlefront too.
Did you download your digital movie yet?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Who's Sly Moore?
I am.
The cool.
And then like Best Buy has a
Digidisc.
steelbook cover.
Ooh. Like a lunchbox. Dude, Rogue One.
Dude,
looks
that
amazing.
dude when they're on the beach with the AT-ATs,
Yes.
I was like, oh
Yes.
my god.
Guys,
I don't know.
It's a
Another
prequel.
woman in a Star
it's a
Wars
prequel,
movie?
guys.
Dude, did you fucking see all
Dear
the comments?
Rogue One is a prequel.
Dear Internet, this movie takes place between episode 3 and 4.
Prequel.
There is no way Rey and Finn can be in it.
It's a prequel.
Stop.
Do people think Ray and Finn are gonna be?
No,
in
they're
it?
just like Rey and Finn should be in this movie. They can't. They're not alive yet.
Their semen.
There is
should
some
be there.
there is some theories that Jyn is Rey's mom.
I hope not. I hope it's completely separate. And I hope that all of them get brutally and, like,
Dude,
terribly
of
murdered.
course they
by
are.
Me
Darth
too.
Vader.
I want to feel for them, and I want to cry for them.
When they
I want them all
die,
to die.
and I want their
Dude,
intestines
in
to
a
be
good
hanging
way.
out.
Dude, did you hear Darth Vader be like at the end
I
of the
didn't.
trailer?
I didn't.
It was
I
like
couldn't
last
hear it.
5 seconds of the trailer. It was a Darth Vader breath.
I'm excited. Oh God, I
It looks
hope they
like
do.
okay. I'll be realistic here.
Don't
Since
be
it's a one-off
Uh,
and it doesn't have to set up anything because it just has to take in like new characters and make them
make
whatnot.
them last in.
And your
this
villain,
movie
you don't
only.
really have to set up either. You can like
The villain is the Death
he's
Star.
already scary.
Yeah.
Death
Well,
Star.
no, I'm
Darth
talking about
Vader.
Vader.
Oh yeah, well, yeah.
But
It's
also-
Like he already has a stigma of being like horrifying. I think this might be the best Star Wars movie.
That's probably going to be part of the movie. Like
It's not gonna be
towards the
hard,
end of the
though.
movie. They're probably going to be like, yeah, we're doing it,
And
we're
then-
doing
yeah,
it, and then
just-
Darth Vader's going to show up and be like, "What's up?"
And it's just this crazy like 10-minute scene where he's
What you
chasing
doing?
down,
Foiling
killing
my
him.
plans?
And then
Foiling your plans?
he's gonna go, and he's gonna go like this, and then it's gonna be like, it's gonna cut to black and be like in 7 months we'll release the second half.
Oh, don't even get me started
Star
about
Wars
that,
Rogue
Aaron.
One Part 2.
Do not get me started
This
about
one's a
that
sequel
bullshit.
prequel.
Which one? Which
This one's gonna
one
be
were
that
you
great.
mad at?
Talking about Walking Dead season
Oh.
finale. Don't even
I
get me
haven't watched it
started.
yet, so
Yeah, it's not worth it.
but
There's no spoilers.
I want
trust
Darth
me.
Vader like force pull someone into his lightsaber and just be like, "Boom, you're dead."
I
Have
think
you
he'll,
guys
like,
read any? Well, no, I haven't read any of it, but there's like a scene that has been like posted on the internet a lot. It's just a few like comic book stuff about from the Star Wars movie or Star Wars comics with Darth Vader in a battlefield, and he's just like, all I see is a battlefield filled with dead men.
I
and
heard
then just
that
fucking
line, yeah.
kills
Yeah.
everyone. Looks so cool.
Well,
I
it's
hope they
like,
do that in the movie.
People on Twitter and like other things are all like, "Oh look, another Star Wars movie with a female lead. Han Solo gonna be a girl in his movie?" I'm like,
Oh,
really? This is what people are complaining about?
I didn't
But
even
yes,
know that.
people are complaining that
Yeah, I didn't know until
Rogue
Aaron
One
had said
has
something.
a female lead.
Yeah, not to jump
Mickey
in here or
13's
anything,
here, everybody.
but the first thing I saw about the Rogue One trailer was somebody complaining that, oh, so all the new Star Wars movies are going to be set up like the Hunger Games? The why are you fucking complaining? Fuck you!
You have two.
Fuck you.
You have two genders to pick
So
from.
you have
Yeah.
You have
So-
a limited
and they
selection.
I want to
Wrong.
so you have 6 movies and a TV show with male leads, but 2 movies with a female lead. Oh, that's the end of the world. We can't have this.
Yeah, no. It's
I want a
unacceptable.
droid. Droids are significantly lacking in the lead role. I want a droid to be the lead role of Star Wars.
The beginning of Star Wars Episode 4.
Boom.
It's basically like Episode 7.
I mean, they're basically like women, so.
they're basically like women.
We're gonna wrap up. Thank you for listening to this
wait.
week's
I got an
NIBScast.
interesting thought.
Nick 13 has an
In-
interesting
In
thought.
your head, what gender is R2D2?
I don't know.
Both.
I think he's both. I
Neither.
think he's feminine and man
Genderless.
at the same time.
See, I think he tends to be more masculine.
I always envision droids
I
as
find him to
dudes.
be more masculine.
Now,
I mean, he
why
does
do
have
you
that thing
Now,
that looks
like
like a
C-3PO
penis.
is a dude, but the silver protocol droid that brings like
Yeah,
Qui-Gon the
that's the
tea,
thing.
that's a girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Vagina pussy.
I'd say at least protocol
Nice.
droids have an
Nailed it.
intended.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you've enjoyed this week's NIBScast, go ahead, like us up, subscribe.
We're sponsored by
comment.
Cheetos. We're starting the
Facebook,
Cheetos
like
loot
us
crate.
there. Yeah, the Cheetos loot crate.
We're gonna get a crate and we're gonna fill it with different kinds of Cheetos. And you guys, you're gonna pay for
We're
the
pouring
shipping.
them out of the bag.
We are not
Yeah.
affiliated with Cheetos.
We
by
can't
the way.
promise how fresh the Cheetos will be by the time they get to you.
Stale
Now-
Cheetos are okay if you've been doing some drugs.
Now Cheetos.
refunds.
Now shipping
Yeah, no
is
refunds.
expensive, so you're gonna pay like the thousands of dollars it costs
Yeah.
to ship.
You
the
have to
giant
come
crates.
But
to
you do get a
us.
crate. You also, it doesn't come with a free crowbar, but it's gonna require a crowbar to open.
And like drills and screws and you know.
Also, might use lobster cages. It might be cheaper. I don't know.
Yeah.
Lobster crate.
Until next time, I'm Aaron.
I'm Matt.
I'm Matt.
I'm Matt.
Boners.
We'll see you guys next time.
Star Wars. Don't fucking get copyright, motherfucker.